Hello, Network Securities class. This is Bob.
And Storm.
And we would like to welcome you to our presentation.
I worked really hard on this, and not so much.
How do you feel about that, Bob?
Hey, I drank my beer.
And Storm?
Go easy on him, he did his best.
Hackers.
And crackers and the government.
Tom, you are no longer part of the system. You are above the system, over it, beyond it. We're them, we're they. We are the men in black.
I'm watching you.
So, Johnny, what exactly is a hacker?
It is the goal of hackers, whether they are private citizens or the government, to steal your information, or destroy your information, or otherwise interrupt the normal operations of your network and your computer. That is why protecting your data through various methods to be discussed shortly is so important.
So hackers want to break into my network and mess with all my stuff? How do they do that?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Hackers have many tools at their disposal. No, not those kinds of tools. These kinds of tools. War driving is used by hackers who purchase commercially available equipment that allows them to increase the range of their receiver and discover unsecured wireless networks that they can access. Programs like inimitable, which I will discuss shortly, have made it simpler and easier for the government to intercept your communications, for hackers to access your wireless network. Once a hacker has accessed your computer or network, there are several attacks that the attacker can implement against you. The first is account and password capture, which will allow the hacker access to your various accounts across the internet or even gain access to your personal email accounts. Email instant message and web traffic capture allows the hacker, otherwise known as the federal government, to capture your information and save it to look at later. They can even reconstitute the web pages you visit to see what you are surfing. Another easy method for the government to get at your files is to leave the door open for them. If you turn on file sharing and don't turn it off, then the government can see your files. If you misconfigure or shut off your firewall, you might as well hand your laptop to the men in black.
Oh my!
Another danger to a network, especially for corporate networks, is an improperly configured client, which can allow easy access to the corporate network through the client. In another scenario, the hacker can use your network and your email account to launch spam and virus attacks against unsuspecting victims. If law enforcement can't track down the initial point from which the attacks began, it will lead right back to you. I love spam for breakfast.
So, my computer friend, now that you've told me what they can do, can you tell me how they do it?
Well, human, one simple method is to use a program called Firesheep. This program can grab the user cookie and then allow the hacker to take the identity of the unsuspecting victim on several social networking sites.
No way!
Another popular tool is called a password sniffer, which can grab your passwords without your knowledge. NetStumbler is a program that will allow the men in black, while war driving, to detect access points that are broadcasting themselves. The hacker can then find unsecured access points to perform his illegal activities. These screenshots show you the detailed information that the government, hackers, can find about wireless networks in a given area. You can see why this is a very valuable tool for the men in black, hackers.
Wow!
Kismet further makes the hacker's job easier by passively monitoring multiple networks in a geographical area and then telling the hacker what is being broadcast by who, what their MAC address is and what speed their connection is. Finally, Even though there are many more tools available to the hacker, they can use a program called AirSnort to gather packets and compute the encryption key if one is being used.
Computer, how do I protect my network from the government? From the hackers.
You already know about firewalls and MAC filtering.
Hello, I'm a Mac. Hello, I'm a Mac. Hello, I'm a Mac. Hello, I'm a Mac.
You can also use a proxy service, whether it be a free one or paid service, which is better, which hides your real Internet Protocol address from prying eyes. This service acts as a distraction or as a computer that stands in for your computer when you are browsing the Internet, downloading files and simply wish to maintain your privacy.
Excellent!
Now, we are ready to discuss virtual private networks, a kind of funnel. No, not that kind of funnel. The first one we are going to discuss is called an automatic virtual private network. Automatic VPN initiation. Auto initiation provides secure connections within an on-site wireless local area network environment through a VPN concentrator. When auto initiation is configured on the VPN client, the VPN client becomes active immediately when a user starts his or her personal computer or when the PC becomes active after being on standby mode or hibernating when it detects that the PC has an IP address defined as requiring auto-initiation when it establishes a VPN funnel to the VPN concentrator defined for its network, prompts the user to authenticate, and allows that user network access. Auto-initiation provides a generic way for the VPN client to auto-initiate a connection whether the VPN client PC is based on specific networks or not. The next type of VPN we are going to discuss is called PPTP, which stands for Point-to-Point Tunneling Protocol. Of the several types, this is the least secure but is often the default option when setting up the virtual private network. One of the reasons for its lesser security is that it does not choose a single standard for authentication and encryption. Also, two different products can be incompatible in this type if they encrypt data differently. The last type of funnel I am going to discuss today is the layer 2 IPsCC. No matter which one of these you choose, it is a great way to keep your communications between your wireless or wired client and your server secure and your data away from prying eyes. This tunneling type actually consists of 3 tunnels. There is the management tunnel and 1 tunnel for each direction of the data flow. Needless to say, this is the more secure method of using a VPN. The management tunnel is used to authenticate the tunnel endpoints as well as create a dynamic key and set up the actual data tunnels. One other protocol I would like to mention is L2TP, which can be used with IP or IPX and even AppleTalk. It is a very protocol as far as security is concerned. Because there are so many different types of equipment in use and so many different types of operating systems, I can't not go into detail on how to set up a VPN funnel for your particular needs. I would suggest using Google to research how to set up a VPN on your personal computer, or, as an alternative, you could research companies that provide virtual private network services.
Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes!
Wait a minute. What are these? Sit. Topher. Topher. What's this?